no government service will be paid for in cash in the next 30 days. And I want to say this because corruption has been our biggest problem, pilferage, theft. Citizens are forced to pay for a service or bribe for a service that ordinarily is theirs as of right. There will be only one channel to pay for government service. We have agreed, all state departments, KRA and everybody, the government pay bill is 22222. 22222 is how you pay for government service. All the other pay bills, in the next 30 days, they should be shut. We have almost 1,000 different pay bills, different agencies, different people. Everybody seems to have their own pay bill. And all those pay bills are not accountable to anybody. Sometimes there are pay bills that are assumed to be government, but they end up in the wrong place. Again, for the avoidance of doubt, ministries, departments, agencies, in the next 30 days, all other pay bills must be closed. And no government service will be paid for outside 22222 that goes straight to Treasury. That way, Treasury can keep track of all government revenue. And it will be worked in such a way that any resources that are meant for A&A by ministries, state departments, and agencies will be made available instantly by the same platform, so that there will be no confusion as to if the money is collected by Treasury, how do we get our A&A? The system will automatically remit the A&A when the money goes to 22222, and it will come back to you so that you can be able to provide whatever services you're providing. For far too long, the delivery of public services to citizens has been hampered by inefficiency, delay, corruption, wastage, discrimination, outright exclusion, especially of the members of our society who are not as endowed and the people who are vulnerable. Colossal backlogs of cases not attended to, missing files, which resurface upon the offer of a small bribe, favoring some groups and disenfranchising others on the basis of nepotism and tribalism, having been the order of the day. For citizens, inordinate delays and lack of information on the progress of their matters was a normal part of the ordeal of obtaining government services. For a long time, therefore, seeking government services was a very painful experience that Kenyans only endured if they could not avoid it. And the relationship between citizens and the state was characterized by extremely very low trust. This history of engagement and estrangement between government and citizens created the conditions for widespread disaffection and loss of trust in government. For far too long, the delivery of public services to citizens has been hampered by inefficiency, delay, corruption, wastage, discrimination, outright exclusion, especially of the members of our society who are not as endowed and the people who are vulnerable. Colossal backlogs of cases not attended to, missing files, which resurface upon the offer of a small bribe, favoring some groups and disenfranchising others on the basis of nepotism and tribalism, having been the order of the day. For citizens, inordinate delays and lack of information on the progress of their matters was a normal part of the ordeal of obtaining government services. For a long time, therefore, seeking government services was a very painful experience that Kenyans only endured if they could not avoid it. And the relationship between citizens and the state was characterized by extremely very low trust. This history of engagement and estrangement between government and citizens created the conditions for widespread disaffection and loss of trust in government. We committed to provide universal broadband connectivity throughout the country by constructing 100,000 kilometers of new fiber optic lines, establish 25,000 free Wi-Fi hotspots in markets and in every other part of the Republic of Kenya. I am happy this morning, the display that was shown to us, we have the first 200,000 hotspots. The 201 hotspot was launched this morning here. By the end of this year, we will have 2,000 hotspots across Kenya, and by December 2025, all the 25,000 hotspots will have been rolled out, including 1,450 digital hubs, one in each ward of the Republic of Kenya, and also ensuring that our vocational training centers run by county governments are brought into this ecosystem, and all our TVET institutions are also made part of this program of making sure that there is internet connectivity and availability across Kenya that is free and paid for by the government of Kenya. We have taken measures to empower Kenyans everywhere, especially the majority at the bottom of our pyramid, to access government services at their convenience, especially through their mobile phones. As I promised on Madaraka Day, we are launching the e-citizen platform's unstructured supplementary service data, USSD code *2222#, by which citizens can now access 5,084 government services online. Wacha nirudie. So that you can access government services, you need to go to your phone, *2222#. Hapo utakuwa umeingia kwa e-citizen, and you will have a catalog of all 5,000 government services available to you. Hiyo ni kuingia kwa mtandao. Kulipa ni ile niliwaambia 222 ndio mahali pa kulipa for government services. And as I have said, by the end of this year, we want all government services, 10,000 of them, on a digital platform. Today, as the world marks World Social Media Day, we are underlining the importance of our digital transformation agenda. Towards that end, we encourage all our government departments to ensure, as I have said, all their government services are moved online in the next 90 days, so that by the end of this year, we are clear and we are all moving in the right direction. Government services are no longer the privilege of the wealthy, powerful, or the well-connected, or those who can afford to travel to county headquarters or even the capital city. Kenyans can now obtain government services from the comfort of their homes or from their shambas or kiosks on the road and everywhere else from the comfort of their phones. This is the power and promise of Gava Mkononi. You have your government in the palm of your hand. Secondly, as I committed to the people of Kenya, smartphones are way beyond 9,000, 10,000, 15,000 going in that direction. We want to make it possible to have a smartphone that is 4G enabled for Kenyans at 5,000 shillings. I am very happy to report that those who are involved in that exercise have promised me that by August this year, we will have a gadget, a smartphone, that you can buy for 5,000 shillings. And I want to thank Safaricom. They have told us that we can buy that phone and pay on a program called Kulipa Mdogo Mdogo. You can pay 500 shillings, they give you the phone, and every day you pay 20 bob in your Pesa, and you will own the phone further down the road. I hope other telcos come on board so that we can make it possible for Kenyans to have the gadgets that will enable them transact with government and do all their other businesses online, so that we can make meaning of all the infrastructure we are putting in place for digital connectivity. Kenyans are interacting directly with the digital platform without the need for brokers, intermediaries, and others. Additionally, people can track the progress of their interactions with government in real time, thus eliminating uncertainty, corruption, and frustration. Further, citizens need only pay the gazetted fees for government services and not a shilling more. These fees are accurately accounted for in real time through ICT and remain visible at all times to the National Treasury and the Kenya Revenue Authority for efficient revenue administration. We are well on the way to a paperless governance, where there will be no physical registries and files to be mislaid by mischievous persons in search of a bribe or movement of people from office to office. I encourage Kenyans to take advantage of ICT digital skills training opportunities provided by the ICT Authority in conjunction with private sector collaborators and development partners in order to enhance their capacity to consume digital government services. I'm glad to know that the ICT Authority has embarked on digital skills program for citizens and public sector workforce targeting 20 million people. Through the private sector partnership, Gava Express will be available in more than 250,000 M-Pesa shops, 28,000 KCB shops, 40,000 equity shops, and 22,000 cooperative bank shops to serve those without smartphones. What I'm trying to say here is that we are going to work in partnership with the private sector so that government services are available, not just in government offices, but also in private sector offices. And I want to thank KCB, Equity Bank, Cooperative Bank, and Safaricom for offering their infrastructure to support government in the delivery of government services. So you can get government services on your phone. If not on your phone, if you don't have a smartphone, you can go to the 250,000 Safaricom shops, or 28,000 KCB shops, or 40,000 equity shops, or 22,000 cooperative shops, and access government services, or the Gava Express kiosks that are going to be rolled out with the support of Safaricom and others, so that we can make government efficient, we can make government available, and we can make government accessible. Aside from digitizing government services and everything we are doing, we are also going to make it possible for two things to happen, which are critical towards moving government to the digital platform. Number one is the digital signature. Now it will be possible. I am privileged to be among the first Kenyans to access a digital signature. I was trained yesterday. Sijashika sana lakini niko barabarani. Leo nimefanya testing ya pili, kesho nitakuwa nimeshika laini. So it should be possible for us now to transact on a digital platform, and even as you work to make sure that you access government services, we also want you to sign for those government services on a digital platform and have a digital signature. It will be explained to you how that is going to happen. And secondly, is to have a digital identity. You all know we have an experience as the people of Kenya that for a very long time we've been looking for a digital identity on a platform called Huduma Number, which became a mirage and became a conduit for many things. Let me say here that I am telling the Ministry of responsible for citizen services, Mr. Professor Kindiki, and my good friend Eliud Owalo, you have 90 days to deliver to us a digital identity. I know it's doable. Sasa muende mujipange. Yeah, it is doable because I think I understand how that is possible. And we will not spend the 15 billion that was spent on Huduma Number. And it's not going to take centuries. We are very confident that we have the competence to do this. This huge achievement that we are very proud of as a country, not many countries can achieve what we have achieved. In fact, whenever I talk to other leaders, they wonder how Kenya can achieve to digitize this number of government services. This was possible because we have creative, innovative, hard-working young people in the Republic of Kenya. This whole e-citizen platform was built by Kenyan young people. Tuwapigie makofi jameni. I know there is a young man here called Evid and your team. Are you here? Are they here? They are wako huko nyuma mbali wana nafikiri some of them are here. These young people. Kujeni hapa mbele. Simameni hapa. Tuwapigie makofi yao wadosi jamani. These good people are the brains. They are Kenyans. Just the same way we developed Pesa, which today is globally acclaimed. Again, today we can announce that we have developed e-citizen, a government product developed by the young people of the Republic of Kenya. Congratulations, gentlemen. I am so proud of you guys. Asanteni sana. You can take your seats. So these young people have made this possible, and it speaks to Kenyan talent, Kenyan creativity, Kenyan knowledge, and that is what our country is made of.
Now there are over 5,000 services, and we are very proud supporters. If I can just show you here what the post looks like, that is at all our agents, both in country. You can see there are e-citizen services on our apps, on our USSD *522 #, 844 #, all of them are carrying e-citizen services.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, and the intention is that even the ones we have over 6,000 e-agents around the world. All of them are carrying the e-citizen services as well. And our intention is to ensure that Gavam Kononi is published on our channels as well and availed across the entire network of the bank and across the group. So it is our pleasure, truly, to work with the government.
Thank you very much, Madam. And I want to say thank you very much to KCB for being a partner with the government of Kenya on the delivery of the e-citizen platform.
Yes.
The e-citizen platform, as you are aware, we undertook that we were going to run a digital government.
Yes.
And my undertaking was that we're going to get at least 5,000 government services by 30th June.
Yes.
Which is today.
Yes.
and I am happy that we have managed to cross the line. You know, we are at 5,080 and 84. 5,084. our intention, you know, when we came into office, we estimated that government services were around 7,000. But I think after now starting the digitization process, there are actually much more. I think we are discovering government services every day that need to be digitized. And therefore, it might go actually to between 9,000, maybe 10,000. Is that okay? Is that correct, Waziri? So although we have crossed the 9,000 mark, our intention is that by the end of this year, all government services, if there are 10,000 or whatever number they are, they must be on e-citizen platform. They must be available digitally.
Yes.
And part of what we are doing to make sure that as the government services go to the digital platform, citizens must also have access to the internet.